welcome back, and today we will be seeing about the hoisting. So this is one of the interviewer's favorite question, and this is basically the opener whenever you sit in an interview. So whenever the interview asks what is hoisting, either you can mug up this formal definition which is taken from the MDN, or eitherwise you can say the simple definition which is the process whereby we can access the variables before they are declared. Repeat it once again. The process whereby we can access the variables before they are declared. But only saying this definition will not cut it. You have to explain this with the help of an code. So let's see that code. So here you can see that this is the code snippet which explain hoisting beautifully. Now let us quickly draw the execution context and understand what is happening. So we have done this in the previous lecture also, but let's do it once again. So here, first phase is the memory allocation phase. So X will be undefined. We know that whenever we encounter a function, the entire function body is appended here. And let us hold on this for let and const. I'll get back to it. So now, whenever the second phase, that is the code execution phase starts, so what it happens? It first encounters this line, that is console.log x. Now you know what will be the output of this? Yeah, we can see here. Here, x value is undefined and it is not replaced yet, so this will be undefined. Now, x is initialized to 5. We move here and write 5. And what will be the output of this console.log foo? Yeah, you guessed it right. The entire function body will be the output. The entire function body. And now we are actually calling this function on this line. So what do you think? What will be the output of this? The output of this will be the hello world. So whenever we are calling the function before even its declaration, still we are able to access this one. This is the phenomenon known as hoisting. Now let us come back to the main part, that is the console.log y comma z. What do you think the output of this will be? Let me tell you, this will be a reference error. Reference error, and to be precise, this will say something like y cannot be accessed before initialization. So there is always a follow-up question. That means that are y and z not hoisted? So are they hoisted? Yes, they are hoisted, but they are hoisted in a different way. Whenever we are trying to access y and z before their initialization, initially they will be in the temporal dead zone. Temporal dead zone. Remember this. We cannot access y and z before they are initialized because they are present in the temporal dead zone, and you cannot access variables from temporal dead zone. So in the memory allocation phase, they are present in the temporal dead zone. You should remember this, and therefore this output gives you a reference error. Now let's see this in the browser itself. Debugger on the first line, and you can see that currently y and z are currently undefined. So these are these variables and they are present in the temporal dead zone. They are not present in the global scope. And we know x will always be present in the global scope. Now let's see and try to find the x. See, currently x is undefined. So the output of this console will always be undefined. And after this line, x will be initialized to 5. Now let's try to find x again. X is right now 5. Now, what will be the output of this console log foo? We already know that function is entirely embedded in as a key value pair in the memory allocation phase. So the console output of this foo will be this entire function. Now let's go ahead And we already know that this function is already present, so the output of the function will always be the hello world because of the phenomenon known as hoisting. Now let's check the console here. As you can see, the entire function is printed for the console log of foo, and hello world is also printed. Now let's go ahead with this one now. Here you will be seeing a reference error after this line. See, because we cannot access variables which are present in the temporal dead zone. See, the reference error is here, cannot access y before initialization. So that's it for this lecture. Thank you.